We're going to start with row 1. Notice the first line, KFB, that's knit front and back, and then let's look in the brackets. Slip 1 with yarn and back and knit 1. We're going to repeat that part that's in the brackets 3 times because it says times 3. So knit front and back, slip 1 with yarn and back, knit 1, slip 1 with yarn and back, knit 1, slip 1 with yarn and back, knit 1, then jump ahead to knit 1 and knit 2 together. Let's do it. So I'm going to knit or put my needle into the stitch as if to knit. Oh, wrong yarn. Got to get the other yarn. Wrap the yarn and pull it through, but not all the way off. I'm going to twist and go back into that same stitch into the back of it. I'm going to wrap the yarn again, pull it through, and now I can pull it off, and I've got 2 stitches from 1. Okay, what does it say next? Slip 1 with yarn and back. So slip 1 with yarn and back and knit 1. Slip 1, the yarn is in back. I'm coming in as if to purl, and then I'm going to knit 1. And you'll see I'm switching back and forth between right and left hand for those of you who do it the way I don't. Okay, so now I'm going to do it the way I usually do, because we have one more slip and knit into the slip is purlwise, and then knit 1, and then it calls for a knit 1, and then knit 2 together. So now we turn the work, and we are going to be working 2 rows with the same color. So we've just done a knit row with the contrasting color, so that means we're going to do a purl row with the contrasting color. So it calls for a slip 1 at the beginning of the row. So I'm just going to slip my contrasting color purlwise, and it says slip 1 with yarn in front. So my yarn is in front when I'm slipping it off. And now I'm going to purl 2. Purl, purl, and we're going to slip 1 with yarn in front. See that my yarn is in front. These needles aren't very sharp. And I'm going to purl 1. Slip 1 with yarn in front. Purl 1. Slip 1 with yarn in front. And now we're going to do an increase that is a purl front and back. So we go into the front leg of the stitch as if to purl, wrap, And then you can make it kind of loose because you're going to have to do a lot of twisting here. You're going to turn your needle to face you and go into the back thread from the back side and wrap as if to purl, and now you've made 2 stitches from one using purling. And then the last stitch you're going to slip with the yarn in front, and we can tighten it up a little bit on the end. Now the first couple of rows look very funky. Don't worry about it. It doesn't look like anything. It's kind of hanging on the edge, and you'll get to understand more about why that is, why it's so sloppy looking, but it will turn around, you will see. So we've got a tail here, and 2 bits of working yarn. Now we're going to start using the main color, and we're going to have to pull that into the back. And we're going to KFB again. So put your needle in as if to knit, wrap it as if to knit, pull it through as if to knit, but don't take it off. Go into the back leg of the stitch, wrap as if to knit, pull it through, and now you have 2 stitches. And again, we can pull on the tail and various things to tighten that up a bit. Now we're going to slip 2 with the yarn in back. So we've just created 2 knitted stitches in the light color, and we're going to slip these 2 because we want to keep this color going, but we don't have that color. We're only working with the light yarn. So now it says knit 6. So knit, 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 knit. I have 5 knits, 1 more knit, and we're going to knit 2 together. Very sloppy. Doesn't seem like it's right, but it is. Very sloppy. We're going to knit these last 2 stitches together. Now, see how this is angling down? It looks like it must be wrong, but you're beginning the shape of the pattern. This is the scarf beginning to have some dimension. You're making a kind of a rectangle, and this bit is a little longer than this bit because these are new stitches and these are older stitches. Okay, turn, and if we did a knit side, we're going to be doing a purl side, and we're still using the lighter, or in my case, the lighter, but whatever your main color is. And it says slip 1 with yarn in front, and you'll find that whenever you're slipping, if you're slipping on the purl side, the yarn will be in the front. And if you're slipping on the knit side, the yarn will be in the back. Okay, so we slipped 1, and now we're going to purl 6. 1, 6, And we get to practice the purl front and back again. But not yet. First we need to slip two with the yarn in front. So my yarn is in front, and I slip, and I slip, and now get my hands back into shape and put this is the purl front and back, put the needle in as if to purl, wrap as if to purl, go through as if to purl, but now go in from behind and then wrap as if to purl, go through as if to purl, and take that stitch off. And you've just created 2 stitches where there had only been 1. And the very last move is slip 1 with yarn in front. And once again, it's a mess. Don't worry, it's supposed to look like that. I'm going to see you back here once you finish row 8. Trust the pattern.